For the first time, Jharkhand is targeting a specific economic size by the year 2029-30, as highlighted in the recent economy target. 10 trillion economy. Jharkhand Economic Survey. The recent economic survey of Jharkhand highlights the state's ambitions to achieve a specific economic size by the year 2029-30. The target set by Jharkhand is to become a rupees 10 trillion economy, showcasing its strategic vision for economic growth in the coming decade. The focus on achieving this economic size emphasizes the state's commitment to expanding its industrial, agricultural, and service sectors to contribute to national growth. 10 trillion economy is the correct answer as it aligns with the specific target highlights in the survey. Achieving this target would place Jharkhand among the top contributors to India's economy, fostering regional development and addressing socio-economic disparities. Jharkhand economic potential. Natural resource. Jharkhand is rich in minerals such as coal, iron ore, mica, bauxites, which play a crucial role in driving industrial growth. Industrial base. The state houses major industries including steel, power generation, and manufacturing, contributing significantly to its GDP. Agriculture. Jharkhand's agricultural sector, with crops like rice, maize, and wheat, forms the backbone of rural employment and economic activity. Service sector. Growing sectors like IT, state's diversification and economic resilience. Economic growth. Policy promoting industrial investment, infrastructure development, and MSME growth are critical to achieve the skill development. Focused efforts on education and vocational training are aimed at creating a skilled workforce to support economic expansion. Sustainable development emphasis on eco-friendly and significantly enhance Jharkhand's economic survey is essential tool for assessing financial health and future goal of a state or a country. Jharkhand Economic Survey. This document outlines the state's priorities, challenges, and strategies for achieving its economic goals. Achieving a trillion economy will significantly enhance Jharkhand's contribution to India's overall future prospects. Effective implementation of policies and infrastructure projects will be key to meeting this ambitious target. Collaboration between the government and private sector will play a critical role in driving economic growth. In the tourism sector boost, which reservoir is set to get a floating restaurant and solar boats as per 2026 budget. Patratu Reservoir, located in the state of Jharkhand, India, and is a known for its scenic beauty. The Jharkhand government, as per the 2026 budget, has announced plans to boost tourism by introducing concepts like floating restaurant and solar boats at Patratu Reservoir. These initiatives aimed at to attract more tourists by providing unique experience and eco-friendly tourism. Hence, Patratu Reservoir is the correct. The floating restaurant will offer visitors a chance to enjoy meals while experiencing the tranquil water and picturesque surrounding of the reservoir. The use of solar boats aligns with the government vision of promoting sustainable development by reducing carbon footprint in the tourism sector. This project is expected not only enhance the tourism appeal of the region but also provide employment opportunity to the local population. This initiative is a part of the broader plan to develop Jharkhand's untapped potential tourism potential, which includes reservoir, waterfalls, and natural landscapes. Patratu Reservoir. The reservoir is situated near the Patratu thermal power plant station in the Ramgarh district of Jharkhand. It is a man-made reservoir created to support the thermal power station and has since become a hub for tourism and recreation. Floating restaurant. A floating restaurant is a dining establishment located on a boat or a floating platform, offering customers a unique experience of dining amidst water. Such restaurants often become major tourist attractions, offering stunning views, local cuisines, and unforgettable ambience. In India, similar floating restaurants have been successfully implemented locations in Kerala and Goa. Solar boats are powered by solar energy, making them environmentally friendly and energy efficient alternative to traditional motorboats. They are use solar panels to capture sunlight and convert it into energy for propulsion and ensuring zero emission operation. These boats are increasingly being used in ecotourism projects worldwide to promote sustainable tourism. Tourism in Jharkhand. Jharkhand is home to several natural attractions including Betla National Park, Wondrous Falls, Netarhat Hills. The state government is focusing on developing its tourism sector to boost the local economy and create employment opportunities. Ecotourism initiatives. Ecotourism provides responsible travel to natural areas, conserving the environment and improving the well-being of local people. The introduction of solar boats at Patratu Reservoir is toward integrating eco-friendly practices and tourism infrastructure. Under the Abua Dawakhana initiative announced in community-based clinics are to be established across 24 districts. 750 Abua Dawakhana initiatives. The Abua Dawakhana initiative was announced in February 2026 to strengthen healthcare infrastructure across the 24 districts. Under this program, 750 community-based clinics are planned to establish, making healthcare accessible to rural and undeserved areas. This clinic aims to address basic health needs, provide preventive care and treatment service. The initiative focuses on improving healthcare in regions where access is limited due to geographical or socio. By establishing community clinics, the government seeks to achieve better health outcomes, reduce disease burden, and promote awareness regarding preventive health measures. It aligns with the broader goals of universal health coverage and equitable access to healthcare service across all districts. Community-based clinic. Purpose: these clinics are designed to serve as the first point of contact for patients, addressing primary healthcare needs and ensuring timely treatment. Focus area service includes maternal and child health care, management of communicable disease, basic diagnostics, and distribution of essential medicines. Accessibility: they are strategically located to cater to remote and rural population, ensuring healthcare is available within walking distance for most residents. Healthcare challenges in rural areas, geographical barriers. Many rural areas face challenges such as difficult terrain, lack of transportation, and insufficient infrastructure, leading to limited access to healthcare. Socioeconomic factors, poverty and illiteracy often limit awareness regarding health issues and preventive care. Shortage of medical professions. Rural regions often lack limit awareness regarding health issues and preventive care. Shortage of medical professionals. Rural regions often lack adequate number of doctors, nurses, and paramedics, making community-based clinics essential. National Health Mission launched to provide accessible, affordable, and quality healthcare services to undeserved populations. Ayushman Bharat aims to establish health and wellness center and provide insurance coverage for secondary and tertiary care. Jan Arogya Yojana provides financial protection for hospital care to economically vulnerable families. Role of community clinics. Community clinics are critical in reducing the burden on secondary and tertiary hospital by addressing primary health care needs locally. They play a vital role. – 70% of our residents rural, but a large portion of healthcare facilities are concentrated in urban regions. Globally, similarly, community health initiatives have been implemented in countries like Bangladesh, Kenya, proving their effectiveness in improving health conditions. What is the projected fiscal deficit for Jharkhand for the financial year 2026 as a percent of GSDP? 2.18%. The fiscal deficit is the difference between the total revenue of a government and its total expenditure. It indicates it indicates the borrowing requirement of the government to meet expenses. Financial year 2026, the projected fiscal deficit of Jharkhand as a percentage of its gross domestic product is estimated to be 2.18%. Why is fiscal deficit important? A fiscal deficit shows the level of borrowing required by the states to meet its budgetary needs. A lower deficit percentage indicates better fiscal discipline, while a higher percentage may suggest greater reliance on debt or borrowing. The fiscal deficit is calculated as fiscal deficit is equal to total expenditure minus total revenue excluding borrowings. States try to keep their fiscal deficit within permissible limits to maintain fiscal financial stability and comply with the Fiscal Responsibility and Management Budget Management Act. Jharkhand fiscal performance. Jharkhand has a projected its fiscal deficit at 2.15% of GSDP for 2026, which is within the range prescribed of Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act. This reflects the fiscal deficit target is aligned with the central government guidelines, which aims to keep the fiscal deficit under 3% of GSDP for sustainable development and macroeconomic stability. The 2.18% of projection is realistic and achievable considering Jharkhand is a city with resource mobilization and efficient expenditure management. This figure ensures that the state is not overburdened with debt while meeting its development goals. Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act. It is a legislative framework to ensure fiscal discipline in India by setting targets for the government fiscal deficit and debt levels. It mandates states and the central government to restrict their fiscal deficit to a certain percentage of their respective GDP or GSDP. For states, this limit is generally 3% of GSDP with flexibility for deviation under exceptional circumstances. Jharkhand economic context. Jharkhand is a mineral-rich state with significant contribution to India's coal, iron ore, and other mineral production. Its economic growth is driven by mining industry development and infrastructure projects. The state government has focusing on improved revenue generation through better tax collection mechanism and promoting investment in industries like steel, power, and textiles. Despite being resource-rich, Jharkhand faces challenges such as poverty and underdevelopment in rural areas, with which necessitate higher public expenditure on welfare and infrastructure, making fiscal discipline crucial. Many Indian states aims to keep their fiscal deficit with the fiscal responsibility budget management limits 3.00. States like Gujarat and Maharashtra have historically maintained lower fiscal deficit due to their robust industrial and service sectors. States with higher development needs like Bihar and Jharkhand often face challenges in maintaining fiscal discipline due to higher welfare expenditure and lower revenue base. Key aspects of fiscal deficit management. A fiscal deficit indicates that the amount of borrowing required by government. Excessive borrowing can lead to higher interest payments and to lower fiscal flexibility. The Fiscal Responsibility Management Act provides a roadmap for states to reduce fiscal deficit over time, ensuring long-term fiscal sustainability. Jharkhand budget priorities. The state focus on infrastructure development, education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation, which require significant public expenditure. Efficient use of resources and effective implementation of welfare schemes are critical to achieve fiscal target like the 2.18 fiscal percent deficit projection.